What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. So the long-awaited second ever Hero Link monster has finally been revealed. Maybe you weren't watching the live stream for the 200th YCS in North America, Columbus, Ohio, but Konami did have some very short advertisements for the legendary hero decks, among other products that they were promoting in the stream, and they actually showed the new Link monsters very briefly. Now, one of them ended up being illegible. That was the Nordic Link monster, so we don't know what that card does as of right now, but we do know about the Hero Link monster and the PK. I'll talk about the Phantom Knight Link monster in another video because I kind of want to focus on heroes. I kind of feel like expectations were reasonably high with this card because, I mean, Wonder Driver it's a pretty good card, but it doesn't do everything that heroes want to do. I mean, it's a card that you can get advantage off of just summoning to its link point, but the problem with Wonder Driver is the fact that, it doesn't have two downward pointing arrows. It has an arrow pointing towards your opponent, and that's not necessarily that good. But let's go ahead and talk about this card, see if it lives up to those expectations. Let's just go ahead and talk about it. So this is Extra Hero Dread Decimator. It's a Link 3 Dark Warrior monster, 2500 attack. Everything so far is okay. The link points on this card are absolutely fantastic. They all point down towards you. So you're talking just bottom, bottom left, and then bottom right. The materials are also pretty easy. 2+ hero monsters. I don't think that that's going to be a problem. Especially, I guess, if you go Wonder Driver into this card, should be a very smooth and easy transition. It says the effect is, this card also any hero monsters it points to gain 100 attack for each hero monster with different names in your graveyard. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage. When I read that effect, I honestly thought that maybe this was a mistranslation. And honestly, I guess it could still be, but this is coming from YG Organization. Those guys are generally spot on, and I'm going to believe it. But when I saw that, I was like, wait a minute, is that it? There's no summoning of monsters? I don't get any, like, mass change cards. I don't get the draw or, get cards off my opponent's field. I don't have any type of stun. There's no type of actual, multiple attacking or anything like that. When I look at this card, especially for it to be a Link 3, I'm just so utterly disappointed because honestly, I want to say that this card is just a hot pile of garbage. I know some people are gonna be like, Cap G hates Link 3 monsters confirmed. First he was bad talking the new TG Link 3, now he's bad talking this. Cap G just hates all Link 3s. That's not the case at all, because I can say that the TG Link 3 looks like fucking Firewall Dragon compared to this thing. I just don't understand why you'd ever want to really summon this. I mean, maybe there is some crazy possibility where this is mistranslated, and instead of getting 100 per every monster or for every hero monster with a different name, maybe you get like 1,000, and I'd be like, whoa, that'd be incredible. And don't get me wrong, I think that giving stats to, the Link monster and any monster that it points to, I think that's perfectly fine. And the Arc V era, we had so many field spells that gave monsters 300 attack. Like, I'm perfectly fine with getting stat boost, but I need a boss monster to bring more to the table than just fucking piercing damage. Like, come on, man, this is 2018. You gotta do a little more than just be able to give me piercing damage. What I don't like is it doesn't even give all your monsters piercing damage. I mean, even like Luna Light Wolf gave that, and that's a card that's not even supposed to be the boss monster of Luna Lights. I think that this card is a complete disappointment, and some people were already saying it, right? They were like, one of the reasons that Konami is not going to be able to make any fantastic Hero Link monsters is because right now Isolde is just so powerful for every warrior deck in the game. There's really no reason to not just go into Isolde. Like, Isolde's basically the boss monster for every warrior deck, whether it be Goki, Six Samurai, Element Sabers, or, heroes. But when I look at this card, it's like, all right, so we don't get any stun. We don't get any type of protection for itself. We don't get any type of proactive effects. Like, it doesn't summon anything from the graveyard or from your hand. It doesn't actually give you any type of removal. It doesn't pop any cards. I just look at what boss monsters generally do in Yu-Gi-Oh! This card doesn't do any of that. Now, don't get me wrong, if this card was a Link 2 and it had 2 downward pointing arrows, I think that it would be tolerable. But if you're going to invest all of those resources into a Link 3, you kind of want to be able to get either some type of tangible advantage, maybe some type of disruption like card removal, getting rid of cards on your opponent's side of the field, or drawing, adding cards cards, summoning cards in some type of way, or you want that card to be able to stun your opponent like Dark Law. You want that card to have some type of protection, maybe something like Ultimate Falcon, where it's like, yeah, Ultimate Falcon might not do anything when you summon it off Waking the Dragons, but it's like damn near fucking unkillable, so that's kind of what it does. I think that this card is honestly a failure of a boss monster. Like, this is a card that probably should have, I don't know, even if this would have been like a rank 4 XC, I still think it would have been a shitty card, but a Link 3, get out of here with that noise. So honestly, I'm incredibly disappointed. I don't really think that you'll run this card. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe after like Isolde gets banned, hero players will use this, but as of right now, Isolde is kind of like the boss monster, and I would run Wonder Driver, but there's no reason why I would go into this, especially when you can just go into other Link 3s that are just honestly better. And if you're going into Link 4s, now you're talking about powerhouses like Boral Sword Dragon and Boral Dragon. But yeah, very disappointed in this card overall. Maybe you guys disagree. If so, leave it in the comment section below, and let me know what you guys think of this card, because I was just so utterly disappointed. It's really weird, Konami's direction, because they're giving Hero Stratos back, and you know, they're taking away a Hero Lives, and now they're giving us a new Link monster, but it actually sucks. And I don't know, they're sending like mixed signals as to what they want to do with heroes. But whatever you guys think, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.